Hello and welcome to another Baby Shark podcast. Austin was a jerk and didn't show up tonight, but he may show up in a little while, so we'll see. My name is Curry, and today we have a special person. Special person, introduce yourself.
No.
That's Carol.
I'm Austin, and I'm not a jerk.
Yeah, that's
But
the
I'm
Austin.
Wilson, the Alpha Austin.
Okay, so specifically in this podcast, there were a couple things I wanted to talk about, and that's why I made sure we had one on Discord, so we could actually do it. But anyway, we can get Carol's opinions on it too instead, because Carol's such an opinionated guy.
He's the most opinionated guy I know. He just does not
Yeah.
stop talking about his own opinions.
Mine's the only one that matters anyway.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Okay. Anyway, so to start off with, Carol's already heard me talk about this multiple times in Discord, because
Is it Overwatch?
It's Overwatch.
Overwatch.
It's Overwatch related. It's not about
Here we go.
Overwatch. It's not about Overwatch. It's related to
Here's
Overwatch.
the 30-minute Overwatch podcast.
It's not though. Okay, so this is more about like sports and stuff than it is Overwatch. So
eSports?
yeah. So like, I guess since Kira already knows about this, I'll ask Austin first. There is a guy that played on Selfless, and his name was Dafran. He trolled a bunch of games in ranked ladder and then told people to do the same. So Blizzard banned his
What do you mean
account,
by troll?
like just through the games. Like sat as Torbjorn in front of the spawn and just did nothing.
Stupid.
Yeah. So Blizzard banned him from ranked, and then
Good, that's super toxic.
yeah, and then he also got banned from the newest tournament that's happening, and Selfless suspended him.
Good, because he was being super toxic to the community.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know, like, I don't know how to phrase it, but yeah, like,
Were they fair?
who, Blizzard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He can play again after season 5, which is like 3 months is from now.
Alright, so he probably learned his lesson then.
Yeah, so but Selfless suspended him, so his team, and he's not even on the roster anymore, so I'm guessing that
So do they have like a sub for him or something?
yeah, they got a new guy. They got a Korean.
Nice, so he's automatically better.
Well, not necessarily, because they've been playing and the results aren't as good this tournament without him.
South Korea's?
No.
Or are you talking about
Selfless is. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how to phrase it, but it's like,
Good question.
yeah, just
I'll think about that.
yeah.
Get back to you.
Okay, Carol, you play Overwatch.
Sometimes.
Austin, you play Rocket League. So, well, I guess I'll start with Austin. Do you ever have people throw in your games in Rocket League
Oh yeah.
intentionally?
It's called deranking.
Yeah.
Or it's called people being super, super salty. But mostly it's deranking. Derankers want to get like lower in the ranks, so they lower their MMR for the next season so they could just shoot up in the ranks super easily.
Yeah.
Or they're tired of playing like people their skills, so they'll just make a new account and smurf. Both of them are terrible. But yeah, Rocket League's riddled with those guys.
Yeah, I know, like, in Overwatch, there's been multiple streamers that, like, they just make new accounts and intentionally throw their matches to get bronze, which is the lowest ranking, and then climb to Grandmaster. Typically, it's the people that were in Grandmaster, and then they'll
they
throw.
make like a lot of people do that to make YouTube series.
Yeah.
Like the best Rocket League players, it's called Road to Grand Champion, and they'll make new accounts and just like shit on everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not too bad because once they get the Grand Champion, then they stop. It's not like they like keep queuing for games and just muddle the whole matchmaking. I mean, it's a pretty rare chance you'll get in a game with one of them.
Yeah.
But I've faced a lot of Smurfs and D rankers who just do it all the time. I mean, what's worse than that is just toxic people who care too much and like they'll want to forfeit if we get scored on in like the first 10 seconds, even though there's like over 4 minutes left of the game.
Yeah.
And then they'll just quit if you don't forfeit, and then it's a 2v3. So
How does the I don't know what they call it in Rocket League, but the SR,
the
how does that
rating
work?
system,
Yeah, how does that work in Rocket League?
MMR, matchmaking rating,
Mhm.
it's like I mean, they adjust MMR every season, like a distribution bell curve. You know what a bell curve is? Like
Yeah.
if you look, like a histogram, you got like the peak in the middle and then like tiny peaks on the sides where the majority of players are in the middle of the histogram.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
to translate that over to Overwatch, I guess what you're saying is like most people will be in like gold or platinum.
Yeah, they try to adjust it so most people are in like the middle of the ranks, like of the total ranks. So like the top 0.2% are champions, and then like 50% are like gold or silver, all that. And MMR is just a number that you get every season that translates to what rating you are. So MMR goes up a lot if you face people that are higher ranked than you. And if you lose to people who are lower ranked than you, then it goes down by a lot. But if you like beat people who are around the same MMR as you, it doesn't go up that much. And if you lose to people who are around the same MMR as you, it doesn't go down that much.
Yeah, so that's basically
It's
how
basically,
Overwatch's works too.
yeah, it's
Except,
basically how almost every competitive game nowadays does it.
oh,
Like a simpler way to think of it is like VR and Mario Kart. Like if you have 9,000 VR and you lose to somebody with like 6,000 VR, then you're going to go down a lot. But if you have 9,000 VR and lose to somebody with like 8,000 VR, you'll go down a little bit, but not as much. Mario Kart's really brutal though,
yeah,
because if you have 9,000 VR and if you win against somebody with like 5,000, but you don't win by enough, then you still might go down. That's how Wii was, anyways. I don't know about 7 or 8, whatever.
alright. Well, so Carol,
So,
have you? I know you don't play a lot of ranked in Overwatch, if like at all. Have you played with a Smurf before?
besides yours?
No, I mean like a like a real Smurf.
The truth comes out.
uh, yeah, dude. Not one that I've really noticed. I've played with toxic players and that crap, but not really so much the Smurfs that I've noticed.
Yeah.
The only ones
Yeah,
you really notice are in quick play when they're trying to rank up to play ranked.
yeah. I don't
You
think
can tell
Smurfs really
them.
play unranked, really.
No, they don't. But like, I don't know. Can you play ranked in Rocket League from the start? Like
Yeah.
from okay,
I mean, you have to play 10 unranked games and then you get a rank.
okay. Cause
But you don't have to like play unranked for so many games before you can play those like initializing games.
yeah. So in Overwatch, you have to play, or you have to play until you get to level 25 before you can even go into competitive.
You don't have to do that in Rocket League. You can make a fresh new account, start ranked. That's why there's so many Smurfs.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So level 25, it takes you a good 10 hours to get that. So you have to play. Well, then again, I guess Overwatch is a little bit more complicated than Rocket League, which is score the team or score the ball in the other goal. There's like
Yeah, it's like any
24
other
heroes with
sport.
different ultimates and
Get more goals.
yeah.
Yeah, Overwatch is more strategy, and Rocket League's more execution and mechanical skill. Even though there's still a lot of mechanical skill in Overwatch, I'm not saying that. That's just what Rocket League focuses on more than Overwatch. Like, you could carry a team very easily in
In
Rocket
Rocket
League
League, yeah. It's pretty hard to
compared to Overwatch.
1v6. It's pretty hard to
Yeah,
1v6.
you cannot carry a team in over. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know, but yeah, if you're a god in Rocket League, you can just destroy everybody. Unless you're facing other gods, then it's a good game.
Yeah. Okay, well, now that we've got the Dafran situation covered, because I wanted to get uh opinions on that since like I am a Selfless fan, so people haven't taken too kindly to the fact that Dafran did that, and Selfless
Good.
has gotten a bit of not as good
Flack for
rep.
it.
Yeah. So they suspended him, and
That's what happens when one of your guys embarrasses your team.
yeah, I mean I think until like because Blizzard banned him too. I think until Blizzard banned him, the way from Selfless's like manager, comment on Reddit, it sounded like they weren't gonna do anything.
Oh yeah, probably not. If you know, I'm sure Blizzard banning him like helped
Helped.
publicity of that event, and they're like, oh, we should probably do something.
Yeah, like Dafran was ranked like number 1 on the top 500 leaderboard, which is like he was highest rating in North America.
Yeah.
So and he was streaming it too. So people were like really mad.
And that's a shame he did that. But I mean, for a lot of top level players, they get kind of bored, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
he just
understand the
didn't
motive
want
to
to
do
be a.
that.
I think he just didn't want to be a pro anymore.
I think he just wanted to shit on babies, to be honest.
Yeah, true. Okay, well now,
I mean, people do that in CSGO. People do that in almost every mainstream competitive.
well, like he was doing it
video.
on his account. He wasn't doing it on a Smurf.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people, I mean, yeah, not a lot of like MOG famous #1 players do that.
Yeah, like he was on his like Dafran account just throwing games in the ladder.
But a lot of people on leaderboards do still do that. I mean, they're just tired of being where they're at.
Yeah, like he was. From what I heard, is he was pretty hesitant to go pro in the first place. So like a lot of people were suspecting maybe he just didn't want to be a pro anymore, and he just did it the wrong
I
wrong
don't,
way.
I don't know why he didn't just like make a Smurf, because
Well, he has a Smurf too.
I don't know why he didn't just play that, because in high level games, throwing high level games, that's like that's so frustrating for other high level players.
Yeah. Well,
Like at least if you're smurfing, like I don't know, they're still new to the game, the people you're playing.
yeah. Okay. Well, now that that's covered, the other thing I really wanted to talk about is Austin. Actually, no, I know Carol didn't. Carol, did you watch any E3 stuff at all?
Nope.
Did you, Austin?
Nintendo,
Yeah. Okay. So
Nintendo,
is that the only thing you watched?
Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah. The can we talk about how hyped the Nintendo
Nintendo,
conference was?
yes.
Oh my god.
Hell
There was
yes.
so much good stuff in it.
2 new Metroid games. I almost passed out.
And I know it's not as big of a franchise, but there's a new Yoshi coming out and Kirby.
Oh yeah, Yoshi's Epic Yarn. Or no, wait, what's the newest one?
I don't know.
Uh, Wow, this is Woolly
It's
World.
I'm pretty
Yoshi's
sure
Woolly World.
Woolly World. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
I
And
never
this
played it.
looks, I don't know. All Yoshi games are kind of easy, so it's really casual. I don't know. I kind of wish they went back to like Yoshi Story, where it was like more open world and you just collected fruit and you explored the whole level instead of like a streamlined. This is the start. This is the finish of the level. But I'm still gonna get it.
I
Yoshi's
hope
always
the
fun.
I hope the new Kirby is like
The new Kirby's
what was the
Crystal
game that we
Shards.
Crystal Shards? Yeah, the
Crystal Shards.
N64 one. I hope
You know
they do
what's
it like
cool?
that.
Well, you know what's cool. Have you not played the Kirby for Wii,
No.
where it was basically like a revamp? Oh well, it's basically like that, but they added the Crystal Shards element where you could like fuse
Combine.
abilities.
Yeah, that was my favorite part
Yes.
about it.
Yes, they brought that back. So
That was my
it's
favorite part
automated.
of Kirby.
I'm surprised you didn't know about the. Maybe it was no, yeah, it was for Wii. It was like the Return to Dreamland. Never heard of that.
I heard of that, but I never played it.
Yeah,
Then
it's
again,
like
I
an
didn't
old school
play it
Kirby game.
up until the Switch came out. I really didn't play my Nintendo consoles a lot.
No, you're
Like,
too busy with Star Wars.
yeah, me and Carol were playing a ton of Star Wars
Yep.
Back when it was good.
back.
I cringed whenever I saw you play it on your MacBook Pro using a trackpad. Oh God.
Carol, did you know me
15
when I was
frames per
doing
second.
that?
Trackpad?
No, when I would play on a boot camp Mac.
Yes. I
Heard.
remember you would use that whenever you went away from your house. That was
I've-
your travel gamer.
I've witnessed you play that game with the trackpad.
Yeah. I don't disbelieve you because I remember when I was first getting into that game, it was the start of my first year in college, and yeah, I didn't have like a mouse.
That was like way after I built my computer and was playing WoW with my Razer Naga.
Yeah,
I was like,
I was sitting
how
there.
do you do this?
I was sitting there with a trackpad and pressing the number.
Like you might as
keys
well
on it.
play on your phone.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah.
I don't know how your lap didn't like overheat or something.
Who
Your
knows?
eyes didn't burn off.
I remember when, yeah, like Carol said, I would play it when I was away. I remember one night we were doing Dread Fortress Progression, and I was playing on that. Or no, maybe it was Palace. I don't know. It was one of those
I
two.
remember you doing that. That was sketchy.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was Palace because I think it was during Bestia, and I was just, yeah, I was not playing on the level that I normally played that game.
Didn't we just have you tunnel the boss because
Yes.
you couldn't even see the ads
Yeah.
spawn?
Yeah, because the ads wouldn't load on my screen, so I would just shoot the boss.
Gotta
Yeah.
do what you can.
That was not good times.
Those were dark
Oh, it was great times. What are you talking about?
Yeah, not
Was
playing
that
on
back
the
when
computer.
Was I healing with just at the time?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
So you
I think
gave
that
us
was
something
when,
extra to do.
I think who was our DPS at that time?
That's a good question.
It would have been me.
Vaughn?
No, Vaughn was never in our group that I would play that on. Vaughn wasn't even in our group.
Well, when you first joined,
I was
deal
filling
with you.
in.
You're filling in, but Vaughn was our shadow DPS at the time.
For that group, I think it. No, maybe it was. Yeah, I think it was you. I think it was Ellie and Milton healing, and you, me, Gist, and then whoever on DPS.
That would have been Dice and Shies on DPS on tank. Sorry.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? But yeah, like you said, this was back when the game was good. I've already mentioned that multiple times on podcasts. I know you haven't been here, Carol, but I've just been like, I just don't want to get into that game because we can go on for an hour and a half about how they've ruined that game.
I remember there was a time where I played it and you didn't.
Yep, Austin did start playing that game
when
before
it came
I did.
out.
Right.
Yeah, get it on its release date. I was hyped for that game because I played WoW all throughout middle school. And then I played Star Wars right when it came out for a couple months. I was really into it, and then I don't know what happened.
So we like
Honestly, I don't know.
it went free to play.
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
Well, it still had a sub model, but it went free to play.
Yeah, that game's terrible.
It went,
Utter
in
trash.
brackets here, free to play.
Or
air quotes, whatever you want to say there.
What?
I don't know. I'm done with MMOs.
Yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy right now. Final Fantasy 14. Like me, Carol, Just Sarah, all those people, and I enjoy it. But I think I'm getting to where you're at, is where I just don't enjoy MMOs as much anymore. I have fun playing Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong. I pay for the expansion. I'm gonna play it. But yeah, I just think I've grown out of MMOs in a little bit of a sense.
I know I have. All I need is some cars and a soccer ball. Good.
It's
Hope we don't degrade that far, Curry.
yeah, it's. I play Rocket League a little bit.
Only a little bit's fine. I mean, everybody needs to, drain their brain once in a while, I guess.
The only game I play.
Now that we don't play Orcs Must Die and Shane anymore.
Like, they should make, like, one of those commercials. Rocket League. Not even once. That's what I am now. Rocket League addict.
Do you remember WildStar? That game had huge. We've mentioned WildStar multiple times on our podcast, but that game had such huge potential.
The raids looked amazing, but that was around the time where I was just getting fed up with MMOs, and the quests kind of sucked.
The questing was awful. I couldn't get to end game because I was so bored.
But if you questing is not what I look for in an MMO.
Yeah, I think that's what
end game stuff.
Seeing as I guess Final Fantasy too, but seeing as how Star Wars the only
spoiled Curry
that
you had good questing in Star Wars.
Yeah, we had. That is definitely the game with the best questing that we've played.
100% agree with that.
Yeah, Star Wars is really different than any other MMO in that aspect. You didn't absolutely hate questing because it was kind of like an actual storyline. Even though there's a storyline to all the others, but you have to go through fetch quests, so many fetch quests between the storyline quests.
Yeah.
Kill 3 pigs and give me their hearts. No reason, just give me them.
You want more experience? Okay, go kill 3 pigs. What does that have to do with the story? I want pigs.
I need those pig hearts. Just do it.
Yeah. Whereas in Star Wars, every side quest was usually part of the planetary quest itself.
Yeah, and you'd have dialogue and stuff.
Yeah. Each quest had a cutscene for it, which I found really cool.
Yeah, it was time consuming. How many hours did they say worth of cutscenes were in that game? I don't even remember.
There's a thing on a stat sheet somewhere on the internet. I don't remember. It's something crazy. It's I think it's more than every Mass Effect game and Dragon Age combined.
Huh.
I'm sorry, Curry. I know you don't like WoW, but that's the first MMO I played. I played it in middle school, when Burning Crusade came out and Vanilla WoW was still popular. So the Golden Age. After playing that and then going to other MMOs, every MMO I played
is so spoiled.
I had so much more fun in WoW.
I'm completely different. I couldn't find a class we've been over this so much.
Well, you know, WoW is not nearly what it was. Like, it's gone through how many years has it been out now?
Too many.
14?
14 or something?
I think so. It came out in 2003, right?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it came out in 2003. I'm pretty sure it's 14.
When was I in 6th grade? I don't know, but I don't know. Playing Legion, that was like playing a completely different game to me. Everything was changed.
If you're interested on the story of Legion, they're about to go to what is that planet called? It's the home planet of Draenei. They're about to go there.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna go fight Sargeras.
Sargeras, yeah, it's about time.
They actually killed Jiraxis. Like,
Nice.
he's dead. So is Gul'dan.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, Gul'dan's like dead.
Actually die, or is
yeah, he's actually dead now.
Okay.
But like on a cutscene, you get to see him get exploded into like a million pieces.
Well, I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah, there's some. I definitely think one of Blizzard's best thing is their cinematics. Even if I do play like a ton of Overwatch.
Overwatch fanboy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna deny
I
that.
don't blame you. Blizzard, everything. I'm just a Blizzard fanboy in general, really. Like, even Heroes of the Storm's my favorite MOBA by far.
Last thing I wanted to cover, I know we did a little bit about of E3 stuff, but I wanted to. Is there anything, since I know Kirill didn't watch E3 at all, so I guess I'll just ask you, Austin. Was there anything that you wanted to see at E3 that you didn't? Like, did you have any disappointments?
That's every year, Curry.
E3 is a disappointment at this point.
So I expect too much. But no, I didn't expect 2 Metroid games, so I can't say I'm disappointed. I don't know. Star Fox Assault.
a remade version of Star Fox Assault.
Never be released ever again.
Dude, that game was great.
You are the only people on the planet who like playing that game a lot.
Oh, really? Does it have like a terrible score? Did like everyone hate that game?
It was not well received.
I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, honestly, it's just people wanted Star Fox, not third-person shooter, weird Star Fox game. I don't know.
I just remember we played that a bunch, and we would play like the heat-seeking missile one, where we would go hide and try and find each other with the rockets.
Remember when we played with Lieutenant Dabs and he destroyed us?
That was Call of Duty.
Played the game.
That was Call of Duty.
He played Star Fox. No, he's played Star Fox with us before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was General Dabs in Call of Duty.
Yeah, but I still call him that.
Yeah.
Any game I play. Yeah, he knows scoped our asses.
I remember when you talk about that, I just think of Call of Duty, where he was just wrecking us, and he just goes, "This is why they call me General Dabs."
Yeah, we did not play Star Fox Assault the way it was meant to be played.
Yeah,
we played
I looked it up
with homing missiles.
So critic reviews, it has, the meta score critic words. The Metacritic score is a 67.
Oh, that's better than I thought. What's the user score?
8.1.
Nice. So there are fans of it.
Yeah, user reviews, there's 28 positive, 10 mixed, and 6 negative.
Well, that's not a large sample, but...
Yeah, true.
Most people, I'm going to say, don't want Star Fox Assault.
Yeah, probably not.
Want another Star Fox.
I don't think...
Star Fox 64 was a masterpiece.
I don't think if Nintendo had their Direct, and they were like, here's a new Star Fox, Oh, but it's Star Fox Assault
So-
2. People would not be happy.
Hey, I would be so hyped.
Yeah, I'd be happy, but I don't think the general populace would be.
With online matchmaking.
I hope. I know it doesn't fit into the story, but I hope Metroid Prime 4 has multiplayer.
I mean, it might, but you know, that's more Metroid Prime Hunters. Like Metroid
Yeah.
Prime Hunters multiplayer was so good. Like that was like the first DS. That was the first portable matchmaking game, like ever.
Yeah, I just remember playing Noxus all the time, and
I remember
that was fun.
playing Trace,
Yeah,
going
Trace too.
invisible, and just sniping people.
Have you even heard of that game, Carol? Do you know what Metroid Prime Hunters is?
I've heard of Metroid.
Okay, that's a start.
So, have you heard of the least popular Metroid game besides Metroid Pinball?
What?
Okay, that's a no. Anyway, Carol, imagine.
In my defense, I grew up under a rock, and I still currently live under said rock.
Uh,
So, just throwing that out there.
Can I chill out under the rock with you sometime? Sounds
D-
cozy.
do you remember sound the soundtrack for the SpongeBob movie, and they had the Under My Rock song that Patrick sang?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put that in Discord in a bit. Yeah, Kirill, imagine playing Overwatch, and Widowmaker was invisible, unless she sniped.
And she could also turn into a spider that could freak people out.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I want to kind of play that now.
Just imagine a Widowmaker that was invisible, and if they decided to move, they could I don't know how to describe it.
Too bad after the action replay came out, the game became riddled with hackers who would just fly around through the walls and have unlimited ammo.
I essentially played what is Overwatch's Mei all the time, Carol.
Oh, so you're the troll character.
Yeah, the
A
one
little bit,
everybody
yeah.
hates.
Dude, Noxus was
though-
great.
Noxus's morph ball mode had like a spinning blade.
Yeah, it was like a top.
No, everybody hated Weavile, I think, because you could just go into morph ball mode. You'd have a turret on one end.
No, that was
You could
that
go
was
walk
no, that
Is that
was
the other guy?
it was
Who's
it was the blue guy. I don't remember his name.
No, that wasn't Silex.
Oh no, it is Weevil. Yeah, it's Weevil.
Yeah, Silex had the electricity balls.
Yeah,
Which
he
if
had
you had three,
triangle.
if you if you made a triangle within the enemy, it's a one-hit kill. Damn, that game was amazing.
Yeah.
Samus was literally the worst character.
Samus was Soldier 76 if Soldier 76 was bad.
So whenever Curry plays him, got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, I haven't even played the game, and I can tell Curry's bad with Soldier 76.
Why?
I just know.
How?
I just know.
He
Okay.
just has this like
Play
feelings.
Overwatch with me.
I've
You'll
just,
see.
I've just imagined. I'm imagining it right now.
What? Just me missing every shot?
Missing with your right trigger or right click.
What? The Helix? The rocket?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I hit every rocket.
Are you good with Farah?
Yeah. Farrah's probably
Really?
Farrah's probably my best offense character.
So, how is Soldier 76's right click different?
I don't know. So
Trap
it's
speed.
weird.
Helix is a little bit faster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like easier to use then?
It's weird. It's like how I'm not
Oh,
good with
no.
Genji, but I'm good at Mei because the
I only
projectile
use three
speeds are different.
characters.
Yeah, you play
I use the
Hanzo and Junkrat.
Three characters everybody hates.
It-
Hanzo, Junkrat, and Roadhog.
Hey, they're like my three mains.
yeah, you play what Kira plays.
Nice. But I always auto pick Hanzo. I'm that guy.
You're what people hate in the game. You and Mercy mains are what what people hate in Overwatch right now.
Wait, people hate Mercy now? What?
Mercy mains, people who only play Mercy.
I wouldn't mind like a healing main.
I'm a healing main, but I don't only play Mercy. I mostly play Ana.
I don't know. I
Like
play Lucio sometimes.
the reason people don't like Mercy mains is because, and this is their words, and I somewhat agree with them, is that if you play like only Mercy, that doesn't have a lot of transferable skills to other characters.
Further utility.
Yeah, so if you play Mercy and then you try and switch to Soldier, you're just like, you have no aim sense because you've never had to aim.
Yeah.
So that's
Unless you use your pistol, but still, even then,
Yeah, because
projectile
Overwatch
versus
is
skin.
Overwatch is all about like switching characters, right? Like,
yeah, and countering other teams.
yeah, like you have to play with the flow of the battle, so you have to be good with a lot more characters than just one, right?
Yeah, and people on ladder hate one tricks.
Yeah, that's why I hate it. I don't hate it. That's why I don't play ranked. Too much thinking. I just rather hit a ball.
Just hit a ball, yeah. Alright, so last thing, since you covered, since you don't really like or you didn't really have any disappointments from E3. The only thing that I really wanted that wasn't there was a new Animal Crossing, and there was no Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, a lot of people like thinking Melee HD was coming out, which I never thought that was going to come out.
I hope not. I don't want that.
Why do you hope not?
I'd rather get another Smash Bros. Or just.
Well, that's
Then again, I barely play Smash Bros.
Another Smash Bros is definitely not coming out, and Melee is the biggest eSports Smash Bros by far. One of the biggest eSports games out there.
Yeah. A lot of people, yeah, like you said, a lot of people still play Melee. Like, I'm pretty sure Selfless has a Melee player, and Illuminati has one.
Oh, I guarantee you. Melee is the old school esports.
It's like, I don't know. I don't think anything's ever gonna rival League, though.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that game's like ridiculously popular.
Yeah.
Nobody knows why, but
I think because it's free, and I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've played it on occasion, so I can't really say anything about League, really. I'm sure it's probably fun.
Well, I guess one other thing I want to talk about before we wrap up, and we're getting ready to wrap up, but Austin, have you heard anything? And this is Overwatch again, but this is more of a structure thing. Have you heard of what they want to do called Overwatch League?
Overwatch. Yeah, I think you told me about that. I don't know what it is really. It's just like a league.
Do you know what LCS is? League Championship Series?
Yeah.
It's basically that for Overwatch.
Yeah, nice.
But
do you not want that?
No, I definitely want that. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
but see, Blizzard is trying to make this, but all the reports are something crazy, and this is what frustrates me about Overwatch esports is that Blizzard wants to form this, and then they give no support for the tournaments they host. The most, not this tournament, but the one before was Blizzard hosted. It was supposed to be their big introduction to show what Blizzard tournaments will be like for Overwatch instead of the independent ones that had been happening before. And they didn't do anything on social media for it. They didn't advertise it in any way. The only way I even knew about it is because of Reddit. It's they want, and reportedly the buy-ins for companies to have teams in their league is something crazy. Somebody reported a spot they wanted was 20 million.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And the average Overwatch tournament. Like here, I have the stream up for the tournament right now. It's muted. There's 20,000 people watching this tournament right now, and that for
Yeah,
$20
that's
million
not
dollars,
really good.
that's not the best
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I have no idea what Blizzard's doing because they haven't talked about it at all. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just frustrated with Blizzard
Hopefully,
right now.
I mean, yeah, hopefully it becomes a thing. Are there a lot of Overwatch tournaments?
There was, and then Blizzard basically like revoked giving licenses to most tournaments. So it's
The
mainly
heck?
just Blizzard ones. So like, there's one tournament going on right now.
That's
That's it.
dumb.
And then they have the next tournament going on, which we don't even know when that starts. We know what it is, but we don't know when it starts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just frustrated with Blizzard. I want to know more about it, and they're not doing a very convincing job from an outsider's perspective. They're not
Yeah.
doing a great job of selling Overwatch League to the companies.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like it.
But yeah, that's all. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. We'll see you all next time.